Hello, you beautiful individuals. We are looking at someone different today. Um, I don't know much about this man. Bob Larson, dot, 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 the real exorcist. So that's exciting, huh? No, I don't know much about him. I've seen Sir Sick cover him a couple times, but that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge. From what I've seen, he essentially claims, basically what he says, claims to be able to cast demons out of people and does it all the time, I guess, and gets paid money for it for some reason. Yeah, so he's just kind of one of them really showy TV, religious personalities. I know he's been on like a fair amount of talk shows and stuff, and he has his name out there. Not denying that. Not that that means anything he does is real or true. And from what I've seen, he says some insane things. I mean, absolutely insane. And this one is how to get demons online. And I was kind of excited. Like, if this is like a tutorial, I mean, anyone should be able to do it. So I figured, why not watch it? And then if there's time, and if it seems realistic, let's do it and try it out. So let's, without further ado, let's get started. Wow. Well, that was an intro, wasn't it? I mean, my lord, that was just kind of an intro of, ooh, look what I've done. I'm amazing. 40,000 exorcisms and all these books and 2.7 million views on YouTube. I am the Almighty. I mean, dear, it wasn't a bad intro. Better than mine. I mean, mine's pretty boring.
Can you get a demon online? Until
No, you can't.
recently, getting a demon via the occult took some doing. Effort and investigation were necessary. Take President Abraham Lincoln, for example.
Okay, before we get on to Lincoln there, I don't know what he's about to say. If he's about to say Lincoln was like possessed or something, I'm gonna frickin' lose it. Let's back up a second to the getting a demon was kind of challenging before. If it was that challenging, and he's been obviously doing this for a long time, most likely before the internet, I imagine. Why do you have 40,000 exorcisms? I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. You're just one dude. Did they all happen, or most of them happen after the internet, or what? I mean, just I don't know. I'm not saying it's a common thing because, well, it's not a real thing that happens, but it just seems odd, like contradictory to say that it was hard to do before. But whatever. Let's let him finish about Lincoln here.
He served during the first major surge of spiritualism in America.
What? That's what you think of when you think Lincoln? Give me a second here. All right, sorry. That face is too perfect. I had to screenshot it for a thumbnail. I mean, look at that. He's just looking at you like, "Oh, give me them demons." That was stupid. I'm sorry.
Think things are bad now with online Ouija boards, yoga.
Online Ouija boards? For one, isn't it Ouija? But that doesn't matter. But what do you mean? Listen, for one, you don't need online Ouija boards. Like, those aren't hard to come by. They're just and oh Lord, this is gonna be so much dumber than I thought it was. Like, I knew this was gonna be dumb, but this is already taking a really bad turn downwards.
In church and online tarot card readings. A newly published book entitled In the House of Their Dead chronicles the dramatic rise of interest in what the Bible calls necromancy, seances, and speaking with the dearly departed. During the mid-19th century, when Lincoln was first elected.
So, is it bad to speak with the dearly departed? Like, does that bring demons? I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you mean. He said dearly departed though, so I'm just I'm a little confused by that statement. I gotta say that's odd. I wish I could talk to him to actually get some clarification, but whatever.
President in 1860, there were an estimated 1.6 million spiritualists in a country of only 31 million people. That same ratio today would leave us with about 20 million spiritualists compared to today's population.
Well, so I mean that's if that's true, it kind of makes sense. I'm not saying more religious people back then, but as compared to the population, you would obviously expect there to be more, especially what he considers spiritualists. But I don't know, whatever.
Spiritualism in the 1800s had taken such a hold on the nation that it was rumored President Lincoln visited a New Orleans witch doctor for advice. When his first child died at the age of 3, it was alleged that in 1830, Lincoln and his wife Mary had consulted 3 witches to speak with the child. 2 years later,
Well, I mean, are you saying that's a bad thing? Like, my thing is with that, dude, it's his child. I mean, can you really blame a person for wanting to do anything and everything they can to just for the possibility of speaking to their child again? I mean, dude, it was his kid. I don't remember if that's correct that he died at the age of 3. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Okay, so he was correct. I was thinking of I didn't realize how many kids he had that died. I was thinking of the one that, apparently the one that died at 11. I thought he was older, but yeah, he is correct. But anyway, as I was saying, like that, can you blame him? I mean, I have a kid and she is 3. Like, God forbid something like that happen. I mean, dude, I'd be devastated. I would literally do anything I can just for the opportunity to speak to her one more time. I mean, what is wrong with that? I don't know.
when a second son died, President Lincoln admitted to communicating with the child in his dreams. Mary, meanwhile, dived deeply.
Okay, I'm not trying to stop this so much, but is he saying these are bad things? Like his tone is leading me to believe that he's really against this, but for talking to him in his dreams, what is wrong with that? I don't understand.
Into the occult by attending many seances, some in the White House. Today, followers of New Age.
Dude, their kid died. They're like, fuck off. What is wrong with this human? Wow. Bob Larson, you are way worse than I thought you were.
Spiritualism need go no further than their computing devices or cell phones. In addition to the assorted Ouija advocates and tarot enthusiasts, many online can quickly discover how to make a voodoo doll, cast a spell, or vicariously indulge in satanic rituals.
Yeah, which, I mean, none of those actually do anything because they're not real. But even if they are, especially the tarot card thing, you do realize that most people that use tarot cards they're not like these Satan worshipping evil people. I mean, they're at all. Like it's tarot cards, dude. I mean, I don't know. This man, he is like Sir Sick. So when he covers somebody, he kind of always explains like how ridiculous they are in a very funny way. He's a very funny person. But I'm not gonna lie, Sir Sick. I think you downplayed it even a little too much here. This man is wow. He's something else. Dear, ugh.
If you wish, it's possible to get an online bachelor's, master's, or PhD degree in mythology and occultism, or you can strive for certification in Gnosticism.
Or you can strive to be a fake demon exorcist and get paid money for essentially doing nothing but put your hand on somebody and going, cast out in the name of Jesus and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you could do that too.
Esotericism or mysticism. There are live psychic chats with immediate answers to life's tough questions.
Yeah, it's almost like these people share a passion for something, go online, form and find a community of people that also share that passion, and then they talk about it. That's weird. I mean, why would people do such a thing? It's kind of like those people that find a passion in a book written thousands of years ago, mistranslated, misinterpreted into what we have today, and then go ahead and go into a building once or even more times a week to listen to some dude talk about that book over and over and over and over and over again just to deal with, life's problems and all that. It's weird. It's almost like they're essentially the same. They just do it a little differently. Just strange.
Various so-called mystery schools offer tutoring in witchcraft and all things pagan and druid.
Okay, listen, you can't talk crap about their schools or whatever. Like this is coming from a man who, as far as what I've seen, I think claims to be a doctor, kind of like Hovind, but gets their degrees and diplomas and doctorates from a diploma mill. Like, well, there's no difference, my man. Like, this is a prime example of the pot calling the kettle black here.
There's an online school of witchcraft and a virtual witchcraft academy. A plethora of
You can get ordained online. What's the frickin' difference?
spellcasters offer advice for love spells and revenge curses. All this on iOS and Android. It's like
I don't know why, but he said that so creepy. It kind of cut through me. That was weird. I did not like how he said iOS and Android.
likely that Mary Todd Lincoln picked up some demons with her sojourns into spiritualism.
Dude, fuck off. Like, you're just dude, these are two people who lost their children. Like, I hope you have never lost a kid. I mean, anyone, but I'm obviously talking about Larson here. But if you did, you wouldn't try anything you can to talk to them again? I mean, you might not, and a lot of people don't, but you're blaming them for wanting to do that, and then using that to say that's why they have demons? I mean, what a disgusting piece of...
President Lincoln may have done the same. And here's something interesting. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was a close friend and drinking buddy of Charles Colchester, a famous spiritualist during Lincoln's presidency. In fact, Colchester performed a seance for Mrs. Lincoln and was said to have brought forth her departed child, Willie. Lincoln himself asked Colchester to perform for Joseph Henry, then Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution. Did that connection embolden, even give a spiritual legal right to the demons that must have possessed Booth?
Dude, what is wrong with you? So now you're claiming, as far as I can tell, that Booth was possessed, and that's why he killed Lincoln. Way to just completely... I'm just at a loss for words, honestly. That's... wow. Fucking wow.
Seances, talking to the dead, and all forms of divination can be lumped into one biblical category: witchcraft. The Bible condemns all such investigations nearly 24 times in the Bible, whether for online profit or the nation's White House.
Or it's okay, though, if it's for your profit. Like, I mean, are you telling me you haven't looked into any of this? Because you feel like it would be beneficial to being able to exorcise these demons. So in that case, it's okay. But once again, not all of this can be tied to witchcraft. Like, you're just really stretching here, man. I mean, and also, Wiccans and, like, witchcraft and that stuff, most of them are just normal people who find this, interesting, and they find passion in it. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's just what their passion is. It's no different than being a Christian. Like, you're just being ridiculous.
The clearest statement is 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Every individual, rich or poor, politically connected or ordinary citizen, sinner or saint, who summons supernatural help with online or offline witchcraft risks losing their soul, perhaps even their life.
I mean, what about people that, like you, who actively tangle with these demons? Are you not at risk at losing your soul? Is it because you wear that white collar and that cross, like you're perfectly safe? The hypocrisy here is just mind blowing to me.
King Saul died for consulting the witch of Endor, the spiritualist of her time. So perhaps did President Abraham Lincoln.
No, no, he didn't. Okay, he just didn't. President Lincoln. We're not gonna get into that. I was gonna go on to the whole, you know, slavery topic and stuff, but no, let's ignore it. Let's just finish this video. There's only a few seconds left.
Who risked his life by seeking to talk to the dead.
To talk to his kid, his child that died. Like, you're making it seem like he was just wanting to talk to the dead and these demons or something. His child died, you pathetic small man. Okay, cool, that's over. Wow, that was awful. That might be the last time I look at Mr. Larson. Dear Lord, what a... Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.